Hello everyone, my name is Mr. T. Hager. Welcome to the Square Table. I'm joined today by this weird gamer
Hello.
and the Psychic Extremist.
Hi.
Hi, everyone's here. We're good. We're in the Google Hangout, so we can see everyone's faces.
And I'm very blurry.
You are very blurry. That's not good. It's a podcast. No one knows how blurry you are.
Nah.
They want to stare at our boats. They're more than welcome to. So this is the fifth, 10th, 1,000th?
Something. Whatever.
Something?
Just something. It's something. Professional.
Yeah,
four. It's 4. It's number 4. I just checked.
Is it 4? Yeah, the fourth random meeting of a bunch of rambling idiots where we discuss gaming type stuff that's happened in the last week.
Gaming type
and
stuff.
what our take on that is. So I'll tell you what, we're going to dive straight in. First agenda is Rise of the Tomb Raider and its quote-unquote Xbox exclusivity.
Yeah, it's a timed exclusive,
Thoughts?
right?
Thoughts, gentlemen?
Well, I've listened to Total Biscuit's rant and stuff about this and stuff, and you know, I didn't play the original Tomb Raider. I think it's just sort of stupid. Why make a sequel to a game that was on every platform on exclusive? Even though it's just timed, why do it? There's no point. It's just retarded.
Yeah. Cam?
Does anyone know who is publishing it?
What?
Like,
It was Zydos first off, wasn't it?
No, it's
no, Crystal Dynamics.
It's
Didn't they publish
Square
it?
Enix.
No,
Square
Enix,
Enix.
yeah,
the
Square
first
Enix.
one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if they're doing this one or
They
if
are.
it's Microsoft Studios.
No, it's
They
Square
are.
Enix.
They're
It's
still
Square
doing it.
Enix, yeah.
Oh. Well, they were complaining because the first one sold really badly, and now they're making this one a timed exclusive. At least it's not like exclusive like permanently or anything, but it's not going to sell well until it comes out on multi-platform.
Well, the
'Cause
thing
it's
was,
been it's like they've always been on PC and stuff, and it's real like kick in the teeth. Where it's like, hey, here's this franchise you always play on PC. We'll just take it away for like 5 months or something.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the thing is, originally it wasn't a timed exclusive, was it? It was just literally exclusive.
Well,
and then all of a sudden, Microsoft went, "Oh, actually, no, it's
yeah.
timed. We're not gonna have
Yeah,
it forever."
they advertised it as timed. I think it was meant to be. They advertised that as not timed. They just advertised it as exclusive, and then everyone got annoyed, and it was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, by the way, it's not. It's just timed. It's not just fully."
Yeah, I get the feeling they didn't mention that initially just to see what the public reaction would be. I think this is just my opinion, but I think they've done it because they're losing overall. Because at Gamescom, I can't remember what's the guy's name. He announced that they are losing against the PS4 in
They
sales.
definitely are.
Because Sony just whacked on about shipping. Was it 10 million units of PS4s now been sold?
I don't know the numbers, but yeah,
Somewhere.
definitely a lot more than Xbox.
10 million, 100 million. I think they just kind of grappled on to the way. Oh yeah, Tomb Raider. The next one's going to be quite popular because the first one didn't sell massively well, and it was quite well received by journalists and whatnot. So I think we'll have that. We'll make that an exclusive. We'll sell more consoles with that because people will want it, and then the entire world collectively
Yeah,
shit the bed and said no.
the reason they did it is they wanted to sell more Xboxes. That's literally why they do it. That's what exclusives are always for, to sell more of the consoles.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like Cam said, because Tomb Raider was originally a PC game, wasn't it? Tomb Raider, because it was Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah.
Well, the original
Nine-
Tomb Raiders, yeah, but yeah, we're talking about the new startup of the franchise when they rebooted the franchise and all shit.
Well, the reboot, but it's just a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's to sell more consoles, and Microsoft are losing. Unfortunately, they can't be losing by much. I mean, the Xbox is still selling well, but the PS4 is selling better.
For every Xbox that is sold, there's 3 PS4s that are sold. And
Really?
Yeah, they've lost every month since the next gen release.
That's because
so
it's a
they're losing
big
pretty bad.
black toaster
Okay.
box.
Well, there's another topic we'll get onto in a bit, which might explain why they're not doing particularly well. But anyway, moving on to the next one, there's this EA Access thing.
Yeah, we
Now, I
covered
like
that.
I like the idea.
yeah
Have you
we
mentioned EA
have, but
Access
we haven't heard
before?
your opinion on it, so you just talk about
Oh.
it.
Bollocks. I should read the things and listen to these things more often. But I think it's a good idea. But I think it's a bit shit
Yeah,
at the moment.
probably. Yeah.
That's my take on it. Because what's in there? Battlefield 4, FIFA, Madden, and
Yeah,
Peggle.
Peggle. I think it's Peggle 2 actually. I think it's Peggle 2.
Peggle 2. Are you seriously telling me that you couldn't find any other game to put into an EA Access online thing other than
Hey,
a
it's
game
only
that's
the
about 7
beta.
years
Come
old?
on.
Really? Thing is, I like Peggle. But it's about 10k. I don't need to pay a monthly subscription to get hold of it. It's just, I'm sure you can play it online. There's probably a million variants of Peggle you can play for gratis on websites for free. It's just, I don't know. But I like the idea of the whole online, like Steam, but kind of like a library of rental stuff where you can just say, here's some stuff, pay us money.
Yeah, it's like the Netflix for gaming, and
it's yours.
I think it's a good idea, but
Yeah,
they
exactly.
need to make it
I think-
better.
I'm hoping that this is But yeah, at the moment it's a bit. I mean, if people like FIFA and Madden, fantastic, £4 a month, and you've got access to it for as long as you like. But I'm hoping this is going to be the start of something much bigger, because EA's got quite a big catalogue across all the platforms and all the stuff they've got. So maybe could be some good stuff coming. Hopefully.
Well, it's better than PlayStation Now, where it's like £5 to rent a game for 4 hours. Like,
yeah, I don't like that. That's not cool.
Anyway.
See, yeah, because when I fired the PS4 up, I was expecting a big library of stuff to play, but there's only like 3 games. There's PES, Crisis 3, I think.
Yeah, but you can't play Crisis 3, not in PS4. So.
Well, there's a Crisis on there. There's Fez, there's Crisis something. There's No Road Journey, something I can't remember what it's called now. And something else.
I don't have either of the 2 consoles, so I can't really say, and I can't use them.
Well, it's only one PS4 game, which kind of sucks.
See, I was expecting a big fat catalogue of fun, but it's like a very limited catalogue of fun. But you get 3 games each month, so it's all swings and roundabouts, I guess. But yeah. So moving on to more happier news, Metal Gear Solid 5 PC release confirmed on Steam.
Yay. I really don't give a shit about Metal Gear Solid.
What was that noise Cameron just made?
I don't trust the port for that.
Why?
Metal Gear, I don't know if it's the same. Well, they're both published by Konami, I think. I mean, Metal Gear Rising was a bit wonky, and it's like Konami's first PC game, I think.
You've got to remember, this is being ported from the PS4 and the Xbox One, which are both running on x86 architecture, which is already PC architecture. So when they port it, they're not going to have to do massive amounts of weird optimization to get the CPUs to understand what's going on. It's all going to be x86 instruction set moving across. So we can hope that the port shouldn't be too mad.
Well, I think if anyone wants to buy Phantom Pain, they should get Ground Zeroes first, because that's like £20 or something.
See, I don't understand what's the difference?
Well, it's a long ass wait, because 4 came out 2008 and 5's coming out next year. So last year they released Ground Zeroes, which is only like an hour long, like £20, which is a bit ridiculous, but still, it's cheaper than it's just like a prequel where it just explains a bit about like the events between 4 and 5.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, so it's only about an hour long, but it's cheaper than 5 will be. So I suggest, the proper like 5 games. So I'd suggest buying Ground Zeroes first, and if it runs okay, then
yeah. So what? Is it imperative that you play Ground Zeroes before you play number 5? Are you going to miss out on the story?
No, it's not that big a deal. It's only really for diehards. Well, it's only like an hour long. It's really ridiculous for the amount you're playing. So it's not necessary at all.
So £20 for 1 hour of a bit of a laugh.
I have never.
Why have they done that?
I have never played a single Metal Gear Solid game, ever. Not one.
Really? Not one. Well, actually, I tell you, I really loved. I'm going to sound old. Because my friend's dad back in the late 80s and the early 90s, he used to work for someone that used to get games, and he brought Metal Gear from the NES. We were like, hey, we played the crap out of it. Anyway, that's an old story. I really loved the first one on the PlayStation I played, and I didn't think much of it, but I really enjoyed, was it Sons of Liberty? Was that the second one that had Raiden in it? Raiden, when you were on the oil rig?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really loved that one, and it was awesome. And then I tried playing the next one, which was 3. Was the... can't remember the name of it now.
Snake Eater.
Snake Eater. It just pissed
me off.
The name
sounds like retarded
pissed me
already.
off beyond recognition, because it was like, 20 minutes of video, 2 minutes of gameplay, 20 minutes of video, rinse and repeat, and it kept doing it. And I tried playing the 4th one, same thing.
Well, you won't like 5 then, because that's going to be the exact same.
Yeah, but I heard someone say there's more gameplay. Like they purposefully put more gameplay into it versus the movie. They tried to find more of a balance between having ridiculously long cutscenes and having same with Max Payne 3. That was fucking stupid.
Different. No, that game is basically an entire cutscene though.
It's just like, if you want to make a movie, game. Don't try and intersperse the 2, because you just end up pissing everybody off. Because Max Payne 3, bit of a tangent, it was literally 20 minutes of nothing, 2 seconds of something, and then 10 minutes of footage again. And you just like, do you even need me?
Yeah,
Let's go and do something else. Give me my 30
it's just for you to sit there and watch the game.
I'll come back when you're ready.
Well, you may as well watch on YouTube then.
You don't feel like
No need to pay money.
Yeah, just wait. You might as well. But I don't know, that was stupid. Anyway, but yeah, I'm hoping that this is with Metal Gear, because Metal Gear's never been on PC before. In this,
No, it has.
has it?
Well, it's 1 and 2 are on PC, and
Oh, were they really?
yeah, and Rising is, so that's a spin-off. So.
Ah, I stand corrected. I do apologise. Well, in that case, I'm an idiot. But I'm hoping that with this being a release on PC now and it being a next-gen, so to speak, game, maybe we're going to see other studios start pushing towards PC as well. Maybe. Hopefully. Maybe PC's not dead. I mean, it's falling over a bit at the moment, unfortunately, because of the way that things are going. But hopefully it'll pick up and it'll carry on, but we can only hope.
At the ending of Metal Gear 4, there's a 45-minute long.
Oh, shit, spoilers!
It's what? Saying how long it
Yeah, people might be 45 minutes, fuck that.
Yeah, and then it's like 5 minutes of gameplay, then there's another half-an-hour cutscene.
Really?
Yeah.
This is why I didn't play it. I'm hoping that 5 is different. I'm hoping there's a lot more chopping and changing. I'm all for cutscenes, but not for ones that are for half an hour.
Well, 5's got free roam, and they can't stick a cutscene in a free roam like.
This is what I mean. So I'm hoping that they've gone down a different route and they've tried to make it more interesting, more playable. But yeah. So there you go. Metal Gear Solid 5 PC release. Not quite sure when it's coming. I think it's on pre-order now, so go check it out on Steam if you're interested. Next topic. This happened a couple of weeks back, I think. We haven't discussed it. The Xbox Live, whatever you want to call it, network went down, and as a result, Xbox turned into a £400 coaster. And sat in everyone's because without the internet connectivity, the Xbox won't do anything.
I didn't realize it went down. I hadn't heard anything about that. That is.
Yeah, I don't have the exact date, but apparently the Xbox network fell over for a duration. Every console just ceased.
Oh God, Xbone.
And this again is another one of our fantastic DRM type digital era that we live in, where everything must be always
stupid
Xbone in order to do anything.
Just.
Well, I get why they do it.
Indeed.
But it's completely wrong to do it because the copyright law is a horrible lumbering dinosaur that ruins everything. I mean, I get the need for copyright, but it needs to be updated and amended. Seriously, now. 10 years' time, it needs updating now because it doesn't work anymore. And as a result, the people that pay the pirates couldn't give a shit. They just play games wherever. But the people that have forked out money... has the Xbox One and PS4 been checked? Have they been cracked open? I haven't seen anything on it.
I don't think so.
No.
I think people just focus on PC because PC is easier, better.
Yeah, there's still quite a market for hacking console games. Oh yeah, because I remember when I bought my original Xbox and I got it chipped because I wanted to run homebrew stuff on it. So you can buy Xbox Media Center and all kinds of stuff like that, and you get so many games for it for like a couple of quid, import them from outside of the EU. I didn't, but you could. The point was that they were so easy to get. And I'm willing to bet the Xbox One and PS4 will be chipped, cracked, whatever the term you want to use, soon-ish. Because again, they're x86 architecture, so
whatever.
It should be easy to. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not an engineer. Whatever's. So next on the list is just Xbox versus PS4 in general. Like we said earlier, the Xbox is kind of losing slightly in terms of overall sales, but I don't know. I think they're both doing quite well. Well, I tell you, that kind of brings us to this point, and the next one, which is the general lack of console games. At the moment.
There really is.
But we're a bit
like
of a dry spell.
There were barely any good launch titles for either of the two consoles, and there's still barely any games for them. Well, yeah, I mean, because the Xbox had Rise and Dead Rising 3, which what did the PS4 have? I can't remember now.
Killzone, Black Flag.
Yeah, that random game.
I think it only had Killzone. No, Knack. It had Knack.
Yeah.
Knack.
That wasn't a game, really.
That somehow managed to become a game. I remember first seeing it, I was like, "You taking the piss? That's not a game. That's like a tech demo. It's like a physics system. It looked pretty and it's a good physics engine, but it's not a game. It's like throwing some shit at a wall and having it spin back around again and turn into a person, and then you kind of roll it around the. No, not cool. But yeah, there's not much to talk about that. I think the Xbox is losing, but I think it was. Like I say, once more. I was always
thinking that the PS4 would win, just because it looks better. Seems to be able to run things faster. It's got better technology inside of it. It's just everything speaks for it.
Well, one thing I will say is that now I own both.
It's a big black toaster.
The Xbox One is so heavy. I don't know why it's so heavy. It weighs a ton compared to the PS4. The one thing that did piss me off is that the PS4 comes with it's got the controller's got an inbuilt battery in it. plug it into the console, play it, and then unplug it once it's charged.
Really?
Xbox One still runs on traditional AA batteries. No.
Yeah, I remember that from the
And if you pay
360.
Microsoft 20
That
quid,
was
they'll sell you
so
a
long
charging
ago.
kit.
When
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because you couldn't put one in the box, could you? Because me giving you 400 quid, that's not enough. That's not just enough
Yeah,
to
it's
give you that little
retarded.
extra thing that probably cost you nothing to manufacture. You assholes. It's just like, I don't, it's not 96. No
Yeah.
one likes batteries. Batteries are shit. You know, just, oh, like, whatever.
Well, it's going on right now.
Gamescom.
Gamescom is going on right now.
And there was
It's
some
this
stuff
weekend.
announced there. Oh, I thought it
Well,
was
they do
finished.
like the sort of
Oh, this weekend.
the actual business stuff and the press days were past, but the public days are like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but the
my
days
bad, I
before that
thought
were they already like did the
Oh,
press
well
conferences and stuff. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's up? Who
I
was excited?
really didn't
Any
hear anything
launches there
great
that
about
caught people's
Gamescom
eyes?
this year. I mean, I was gonna go, but I decided not to because of money. But
No.
haven't heard anything great coming from Gamescom other than games that already have been announced. I can't speak. Games that already been announced that
Sure.
you know they just showed another trailer for or something.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things. There's Until Dawn, which looks interesting, I guess. Check it out. Have a look at that. Looks like a kind of actually weird-looking thing, which looks a bit creepy. What else was there? There was
What is that?
Vanishing of Ethan Carter, which I keep hearing things about, but I've not seen much of.
Oh right,
It's like a
I don't like those
weird
games.
kind of psychological, creepy game. It's kind of weird to describe. I'm not entirely sure the best way of describing it, but check it out. Have a look at it. It looks interesting.
Silent Hill thing.
I'm not into that kind of game.
Yeah, PT.
I love that.
Have you played it? I don't like horror games. I won't play them. But this actually looked pretty good. And I thought I'll give it a bash. And it was actually genuinely. It was two things. It was genuinely scary, and it genuinely looked really, really good. Graphically wise, it really showed what the PS4 could do, and it looked really good. It was confusing as hell. I'm not going to pretend it was an interesting, a straightforward experience, because you're basically just in a single corridor.
I watched a bit of your video.
Going
Yeah.
round and round and round. No spoilers.
Yeah, if you want to see a video about that, go check out
yeah, it was
check it out on
scary
Mr. Tiago's channel.
and good looking.
Yeah, it's great fun.
Yes, you've seen me crying like a girl. There were a couple of things that looked interesting. Quantum Break was the first footage single player that was shown. And if you're not sure what Quantum Break is, it's from Remedy, same guys who did Max Payne and a few other things, and Alan Wake, and that's kind of messing with time in a kind of third-person shootery type thing, but they're also mixing it with a live-action TV series.
Defiance, yeah.
Which I'm not so sure about that, because they tried that. Was it Defiance? They tried doing that with, and no one gave it a the TV.
Yeah,
I never watched the TV series, but by all accounts, it was bollocks. And people were just like, meh. So, I don't know, I Remedy, hopefully they'll do a good job, because this is Remedy. Dead Island 2 footage was shown off as well, which,
I think
but
so.
again,
Maybe.
who's
Possibly.
Dead Island?
Yeah.
It's Deep Silver that do Dead Island. I think it's Deep Silver, but no, Techland, isn't it? Sorry. Both trailers for it were the trailer for Dead Island. I think was one of the best video game trailers ever, and then the one for Dead Island 2 was pretty good. But a great trailer does not a good game make. So I'm kind of going to reserve judgment until I get my hands on it. But there's that, and problem is, Dead Island 2 and Dying Light look very, very similar in their styles. You know what I mean? They're both parkour, running-y, zombie, punchy, kicky type.
They've already been on too many zombie titles for the past 2 years.
Coming up in the near future, but
there's about 100 too many already.
well, there's already one too many zombies, but we're still waiting for that one.
Maybe Dying Light looks like it can be amazing.
We're still waiting for that one really good one. Dying Light could be fun, but then again, it looks very similar to Dead Island in the way that it functions. So who knows? But it's got more parkour-y type stuff. So again, we'll have to wait until we actually get around to it and see what's going on.
People are making Payday 2. They've got a Walking Dead game coming out, and I trust them to do a good job of it.
That could be fun.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
If it's not like that fucking
Activision
like
Payday 2
Survival
reskin.
Instinct, The Walking Dead, because that was horrible. That thing was just terrible. I don't like. What were they thinking? Oh,
that thing. God, no. Who made Payday 2? Same
Overkill.
Overkill. Well, yeah, I get a feeling it's probably gonna be very. Because the thing is, I don't like Payday 2. I like the idea of it, but I don't think it plays that well.
Yeah, it's so boring. You have to like wait around for so long.
Exactly. It's like put the drill down,
Yeah.
wait literally 10 minutes for the drill to do something, and then go and do stuff.
In America, there is,
It's like
Haga. In America,
not that
there
many
is.
police in the world.
Every
They
man
turn
and his
up,
dog
they
are police
swarm in as, like,
officers.
SWAT dudes, and you just like, well, maybe okay, but it's just like I want to throw. Because I think the whole point of making Payday was that somebody saw Heat too many times, which is a great film, by the way. Go check it out. Like that'd be awesome. But Heat's great when it's choreographed and you've got gunfire and the police at a set distance. When you've literally swarmed with police,
So
like
that's
zombies. And
that's The Walking
you
Dead
can't
gonna
do
be. The
anything.
cops
You
that
can't be
swarm you like
stealthy,
zombies in Left 4 Dead are
you can
just
put,
gonna
like,
be
all the
zombies.
infiltrator Yeah, zombie swarming fine. Cop Zerg rush not cool.
Yeah, we mentioned that about 3 times.
What's next on the list of things? Battlefield push back. Right, fuck that one then. We'll move on.
Yes.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. We mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game
Bunny
could be
Hop
alright.
2.0,
You know,
because I'm gonna coin
I think it's gonna be better than
Ghosts.
Ghosts. I doubt it's gonna be better than Black Ops 2 though, because Black Ops 2 was pretty good. It's one of the best CODs ever.
See, I hated Black Ops 2. Hate it. See, I didn't like it at all. I tell you what did make me laugh. The instant I saw the footage of Advanced Warfare and they were running around jumping everywhere, I knew somewhere someone at Sledgehammer is so pissed they can't put wall running into it because people are just start shouting Titanfall at it. So they must have had to sit there and take wall running out. Because I guarantee at some point there was a decision you can jump onto and then jump off of a wall.
So now it's Titanfall -1.
No, that Titanfall's done it. Get shifted a bit. Take it out. This will be accused of thing, but yeah. So I think I like the because I was watching Level Cap did a little kind of chat bit about it, and he was saying it reminded him of kind of old school arena shooters like Quake and Unreal and stuff, where it's really fast paced. And it's more about reaction time and kind of knowing your environment than it is about real kind of aiming down sights and skill.
COD is always just
an
arena shooter, really. Not as good as fast paced as like Quake and stuff, but it's always just it's an arcade shooter rather than Battlefield is. You know, it's all sort of arcadey, but it's not quite as arcade as COD is. It's like difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, COD is fast paced, but now that they've had kind of verticality with the jump jet, packy, whatever they want to call them, things are.
We're just gonna have to see how it's gonna go. I'm not gonna get it on launch, but I might get it if I get a good deal for it. I'm not gonna pay full price for it.
Yeah, I will.
Every Call of Duty single player story is cack. I've not played.
Ghosts was a single player
apart from what?
Because it was cack.
I'm talking the Call of Duties that everyone else has played, Haga. Not the first or second one.
World War II when it was England thingy.
Okay, well, World at War. I like the story of World at War, but apart from that,
first one on
they're all
PC.
cack.
That was awesome. Seriously, the first Call of Duty was great because you had the crossing of the Volga and the Russian campaign, and you had the SAS.
Yeah, I never played that game, so I can't say. I'm saying from 4 onwards, the only good one was World at War, campaign wise.
See, I liked Black Ops, the first one. I thought that was quite good. Black Ops 2, it pissed me off. In about 2 minutes, I had nothing.
Yeah, I never even touched the campaign of Black Ops 2 or 1.
Oh. Black Ops 2 campaign. You got to that bit where we had the big robotic dog thing. That was just stupid. It was like it turned into an RTS all of a sudden, but it didn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just dumb. I don't want it. Get rid of it. Going almost full circle back to zombies. DayZ is coming to the PlayStation 4.
Woo for people who have a PlayStation.
Everyone can sit and run in one direction.
Running Simulator 2015 or whenever it's gonna come out. It's gonna be 2018 by the time the game's actually finished. Remember when they said?
Well.
Remember when they said DayZ standalone? It will be released once it's the same as the mod, and then they'll build on that. And it's came out 8 months ago, which is already a year after they promised, and it's still not anywhere near as good as the mod. Like, it still doesn't have vehicles or all that kind of stuff.
Well, it's funny because Cam mentioned earlier on there was no vehicles, and I don't want to. This is just me speculating, and I don't want to cast assertions about what Bohemia are up. Is it Bohemia or is it just DayZ? I can't remember what they're called now.
No, it's Bohemia. Yeah.
Is it Bohemia? Have they been spending the early access cash on developing the PS4 version in tandem rather than putting vehicles into the standalone? Is that what's been going on? Is that why they early released it? Because it's being pushed to another engine.
Yeah.
Probably.
So,
all we need to do is add in a car. It can't be that hard, really.
Yeah, exactly. Even a push would be fine.
It's like they did.
Just some way of getting
like
around.
they did in the Dead Linger. They just decided, you know what?
Yeah.
We're not really near needing being able to make vehicles yet, but we'll add a bike so people can move faster.
Yeah, just something. Because if you look at the patch notes, you see added new hat. What added?
What is this? TF2?
I don't want any more fucking hats. I don't need a hat for a start. And it's just like they added like the physics engine.
Yeah.
No one wanted a physics engine for a start. No one needed the ability to throw things. It's wonky as hell. And all I wanted was that was all I wanted. I don't want tactical bacon. It's good that it's there. But what are you doing? What's the actual development? The whole point. I've been on this rant before, and I won't go on it again. But it's just I wonder if all this money came in from early access, and they were like, "Cool, let's get the PS4 version cracked off." Because surely the PS4 version is going to be running on the new engine. Because they're not going to make it in this current engine and then build the PS4 and then change engines, because you can't do that because it's reprinting discs and everything. So
we'll have to see. I bet you they're just gonna have a digital PlayStation game anyway. They're not gonna, until it's fully released. They're not gonna have the CD.
Yeah,
so,
probably. Good point. Yeah. What's next? Destiny is apparently the most pre-ordered thing ever in the history of anything.
Well, they need something like 30 million copies to break even. So
really,
yeah, they've spent quite a bit in that game.
They're going to do that though, aren't they? I reckon.
Probably. I think it could be a real system seller.
Yeah.
For consoles.
Well, I
mean, let's sell on PS4 though, because they'll PS4.
Yeah, I must confess, part of the reason I did get the console was to play Destiny. I mean, Destiny to me, it doesn't look all that. Everyone's like, oh, it's the next best thing. To me, it looks like another first-person shooter. Yeah. But it looks like it's got a reasonably decent story. It looks like it's got some legs on it. Because they were playing, was it 10-year? A 10-year plan for Destiny to run it for 10 years to get as much storyline out. That was their plan, I think. And first-person shooters generally get pretty boring after. Because look at Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2, great game. After a couple of hours, you've done it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, all there is, you just get new guns. They've got like thousands of guns.
Yeah.
But that's about.
Yeah. But the thing with Destiny is the guns kind of look to be traditional in the sense that they all fire bullets and they have magazines and they have shell casings and stuff, and it kind of looks like there's a mishmash between this magical kind of super deluxo flying through the air and kind of standard machine gun tactical stuff. So I think it'll be good. I'm going to play it. I'm hoping there's not a horrible monthly subscription fee that's going to cripple me financially.
That's the one good thing about it, because most MMOs monthly subscription, or they're free to play, but they've got horrible transactions.
That's why I like the original Guild Wars. That was an MMO. You paid once and you could play everything until. Yeah, well, that.
Really? So Destiny.
Sorry.
So Destiny's buy it, put it in. That's it. Unless there's DLC.
There will be DLC. Every game these days has DLC.
Well, if it's gonna last for 10 years, they'll probably have expansion packs and stuff.
Well, this is what made me wonder initially, because I think I remember, this could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember Bungie saying their plan was to run it for 10 years, and I was hoping that 10 years, kind of like the way Eve's done it, or World of Warcraft, it will run for a very, very long time, and then there'll be a DLC pack that's massive, like the Mr. Pandemic era and whatever. There'll be just one big fat DLC that contains a whole bunch more stuff, so it'll run for 2 years, then there'll be the massive DLC, and then you'll be able to pick that up and play more and more and more. So hopefully that, but if there's no monthly subscription, that's good. But then I guess they have to supplement their income with either a couple of massive DLCs or lots and lots of small ones.
Hats.
Like hats. You know,
everyone loves hats.
Futuristic space hats. So everyone does love hats, but a man needs more than hats.
Do they?
A man needs a bike.
Do they?
Yeah. A hat bike
hats
would be sufficient.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Hats aren't the thing we need.
I take it back. The last thing before this collapses into just a discussion of whatever the hell we want.
Hell yes.
Minor Armor.
That thing.
This happened a little while ago. I don't really know much about it other than the fact
Yeah,
that something
so
happened when
this
money's
company
gone
was like,
by.
hey, we'll have a Minecraft convention in New York. I'll buy tickets for $150 each. So lots of people did for a total of like 500K. Or apparently now someone changed it to whatever that number is. And yeah, and then they cancelled it and then posted, yeah, we're not a scam, don't worry, we'll do stuff. And now they disappeared. The Twitter account has been deleted. Their website's gone. Money's gone as well.
So
Yep,
500 grand's gone missing, and now people are out of pocket
Exactly.
150 quid a piece.
I think it was like, well, the moral of the story is, don't trust people who are going to do stuff like this unless they've done it before. It's the same thing with Yog Ventures. Like, they've never made a game before, and like, we're going to make a game. Well, that didn't work at all. They actually managed to lose, like, they wanted to, for Yog Ventures, they wanted 200K,
Yeah.
and then they got 500K, and they still, like...
Yep.
They still didn't have enough money to do it.
All right,
Yeah. But this is, like, Minorama is just a flat-out scam, though.
Because I saw on Twitter that a lot of people were complaining, and Minorama were like, "Well,
Yeah.
calm down. We're gonna have a meeting stream thing tomorrow where we'll discuss all the problems." Do you know what the outcome
I
of
don't
that
know.
was?
No, I didn't.
Did anyone see it?
It didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
Oh, it didn't happen.
And now their
they didn't
account's
do it.
deleted and everything.
No, they just deleted. Yeah,
So it
Yep.
probably was in fact just a scam then.
yeah, and nothing can be done about it.
Why can nothing be done about it?
Not sure. I think it's the same idea of like why nothing can be done with Kickstarter and stuff. What I'm not entirely sure, but for Kickstarter it works like you're paying for the idea of something, and I think it's the same. You were paying for the idea of having.
Here, have
Minecraft.
$150
Really?
for an
Okay,
idea
so
to have a
it wasn't-
Minecraft
oh, okay.
convention.
Yeah. Well, I guess you pay with credit cards, you can always get your money back from the credit card company, which is a good thing about credit cards. But I guess if you
no.
paid through,
No one got their money back.
Well,
Well,
you
one
know-
person got their money back, but they like the day before it was announced to be a scam. Like they got their money back. There's only like 2 people who've gotten their money back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess that maybe paying by credit card wasn't an option then. But
Oh, okay, that
Yeah.
sucks. In that
Yeah.
case, if there was no credit card option to pay available, I would have called that a scam from day one. Because that's the whole point of credit cards. You pay for something, and you'll trust. It goes through the credit card company. So in the event that something goes pear shaped, you go
Yeah.
to the credit card company and go, "Oi, void this transaction," which is what people think. People go to credit cards and go, "Yay, free money," but they're actually there for a point. There is an activism
Right.
between them.
Wait,
Anyway,
before we
that's
finish
our
it off, we're
list.
gonna do a quick roundup of our channels, I guess, because that's what we do every time. So let's start with Haga
Sure.
then.
Me, I had a bit of a hiatus because I was a bit broken. I'm now less broken, and I'm back recording. So there was a bit of Call of Duty Ghost, there was a bit of PT, there's going to be some stuff coming up on the consoles. There's going to be The Last of Us Remastered, which I'm currently
And
in the process of rendering
Robocraft.
and getting uploaded, so that's going to be good fun. Robocraft's coming soon. Bunch of other things I've got sorted out. Yeah, there's gonna be some more console stuff for me in the near future. There's gonna be still more PC. I'm still a PC dedicated man, but there will be some console stuff thrown in there as well. Yeah, I'm just getting back into the swing of things now. I'm gonna try and do more streaming as well. I'd like to get on more Twitch and do some more streaming. I'm gonna try and set out an exact schedule of when I'm gonna stream, and sort
Alright.
things out. But that's kind of me. Yeah, just it's
Psychic?
ticking along nicely. So I'm happy. I'm happy
Yeah,
people
that's
stuck
'cause your
with me
videos
even
are
though I
awesome.
wasn't there.
Psychic.
Yeah, thank you.
I was on holiday,
Yeah,
so I
I
didn't
did
do
see.
anything.
Yeah, you could have come
I
to
was
my
away in
flat.
Edinburgh.
I live in Edinburgh.
Scott was in Edinburgh as well.
I live in Edinburgh.
Everyone was in Edinburgh. Yeah,
See, that's Edinburgh right out
Wow.
there.
I was gone.
There,
and I
out
like,
the window. That's Edinburgh.
Yeah. Hi, Edinburgh. Oh, wait, you're not.
Right.
Yeah, well, that
Yeah,
was
I
me.
kind of
Nothing,
didn't
basically.
do much because I had a reset exam, and then before that I did my driver's license and all that kind of stuff. But I'm kind of back into doing recording. I've got some couple space program up today. Oh yeah, earlier today I put that up. Yesterday or the day before I put up some Battlefield with Haga and Johannes, and we'll be doing more of that, more tactical idiots, more fun. Recorded something today with Haga, more weird is, and Zootek at some point possibly, maybe. I'll see. The future's bright.
It's all good. If
Well,
the future is bright.
it's promised to be bright, but it's not going to be, is it?
So it's bright. It's brightish. It's not
Yeah.
as dark as it was. It's getting better. So, I think that's it. Anyone got anything else they
Nope.
want to shoehorn in before we run away?
Nope.
Happy? Okay. Well, there you go. That's the square table for this week. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please do leave comments on
one
the
more
YouTube
thing.
channel
One more thing.
below so we know what
Right.
we've missed.
So,
Oh,
so
speakers, what?
whoever watches this, you may have noticed that
Yes.
Haga was hosting today instead of me. It's just because we both kind of tried to switch. He would be doing it more often if he was actually there, but he had his problems, like he said. And yeah, we're probably gonna have it so that maybe he does one, I do one, he does one, I do one, or seems like he can do it better, so he might do it more. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing stuff. Okay, cool.
Bye-bye.
Well, let's wrap up. So everyone say bye-bye.
Bye, children.
Bye-bye, kiddies.
Toodles.
Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you all next time.